Mic check. Heard you loud and clear. My bad, my bad.
It's going to be a little bit different for me broadcasting while I race, so this is going to be a first.
Well, it'd be a little more interesting if I had our mics turned on, but we were muted through that whole first part. But hey, I was prepared to just let everybody watch. But as we were discussing, it's Jimmy, Carl, and Dylan in the booth here. We're getting ready to qualify here in the Core GT series, but we're going to give you another angle as myself, Carl, and Dylan will be driving. Me and Carl will be in the GT4s, and Dylan will be in the GT3s. So we are at Watkins Glen for an hour and 45 minutes. We're getting ready to qualify right now. You're going to get... I'm the one that's broadcasting or actually putting everything online. So you're going to get Jimmy's point of view as we go around here at Watkins Glen. And I'll let you you guys get to ride on board with me tonight. And maybe in the weeks to come, we'll switch it up a little bit and ride along with Dylan or maybe Carl. So got a long season. These guys are pumped up here. We got a lot more GT3s than we do GT4s. There's about 21 GT3s and about 6 of us GT4s. GT4s are a little bit slower, about 10 seconds per lap. So we're gonna get lapped, and these GT3s are gonna have to take, solid lines and something that we can know what they're doing, so we're not wrecking as they try to go around. Just because they're faster does not necessarily mean they have the whole track. So, but we will work together and keep this race clean. And right now, I'm out on the track, my opening lap here. That's why I'm still talking. And trying to warm up my tires a little bit as my car's sliding around a little bit. But I don't know where Dylan and Carl are at. They're pretty sure they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, just in the boot right now, and I'm doing the same thing on my warm-up lap, and just trying to feel this thing out. It's a little wonky on on the first couple laps, just so the tires warm up. It's a bit pushy, but then the back end likes to kick out every once in a while on it and kind of scare you a little bit. But all in all, I'm running the Mercedes-AMG GT4, and I'll let the other guys say what they're running.
And
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it.
I'm actually in the boot. I just started going through the boot, but I'm in the GT3 Ferrari 488 Evo GT3, and coming out of pit road, and it's I'm with you, Carl. It's a little bit slippy, slidey. Once you get the tires warmed up, I'm pretty sure it'll be a fun, good little battle. But I think the most problems where a lot of people might have issues is probably coming out of the boot and that little tricky turn 7, turn 11 area where you got to lift a little bit before the front stretch.
And I'm driving the McLaren GT4 tonight, so mid-engine car, vice a little bit different than what Carl's running. He's running a forward-engine car, so handles a little bit different, a little more tight into the corners instead of loose. Once these tires warm up, it's pretty rock solid. You can pretty much put the hammer down all the way through. But we'll see how the entries come tonight, as it's a little more understeery than the Mercedes.
and I already got it off track.
Yep, as we spoke right there. Yep, I already got off one too. So got 4 laps here, 15 minutes. So plenty of time to get a lap in, but you hate throwing one away, especially when you feel it was a decent one early in the qualifying here. But hopefully it'll be a nice size field, and hopefully everybody will play nice to each other too.
Yeah, I kind of wished a little more of the GT4s would have come out to play tonight, but it looks like maybe the guys forgot that signed up, or because of the long weekend. But we're underway with the GT series, as it's been a little bit of time since we've actually done one of these, but we've been pretty successful with doing some team racing with the GT3s and been on multiple tracks. But this is the first time we're going to go a little bit longer than normal, as like we said, an hour and 45 minutes, which is quite a little time here in the cars. So we'll see who's prepared.
Well, first time we're bringing in multi-class and GT4s as well, so interesting to see how the mix is going to work here.
1 minute 54.31.
As I am 2 for 2, getting on off track.
And I was
Gotta give these guys a chance here. You know, maybe I'll just go ahead and start from the back and have to work my way through the front.
Well, it's a little easier feat here back in the GT4s, as there was only 6 of us tonight, so guaranteed a top 6. I can't not complaining.
Nope.
Sound like Dylan's having some fun over there in the GT3.
Yep, going in the boot. Got a little bit spicy on the brakes. Just a little bit of a 8-wheel slide, you know. They say 8 wheels are better than 4, so 2x. So there's my second lap.
And I'll try to, I think after I get my laps in here, I'll try to bring up chat so I can maybe entertain some questions when I get a chance to look maybe down the straightaways. So never really drove and talked before, so could be an interesting night for me.
It's gonna be interesting for all of us here tonight, Jimmy. See if we can actually get a lap down here. Starting lap number 3 now.
Yeah, I've got some
Yeah, it's
laps
just
in,
like
but
you
not
told
very
me.
fast, that's for sure.
It's just like you told me in the ECRC race at Richmond, I think it was. Pay attention to my driving and not the chat.
Yeah.
3.9.
It's going to be a grueling hour and 45 minutes, though. Another off track. Turn 1 is my killing point right
Yeah,
now.
drifting on turn 1 is very easy to do and very easy to get that 1x.
See that didn't work out too well for me. Still not being nice. And back up very well.
Looks like for the GT4s, a 52.3 is what the time to beat is right now.
For GT3, it is a 141.6. 2 seconds quicker than what they were hitting in practice.
Yeah, looks like Nick Nickerson is leading the way there with the GT3s. Not knowing any shocker, as Nick Nickerson is one of our road guys and is one of the guys people like to chase around.
Well, maybe not like to, but have to.
Yeah.
Definitely have to. But I see newcomer Alex. Looks like Alex Harper Robbins is up in there second, followed by Mason Smith and Sahaj Kadiar. So A lot of competition up there for them guys. This should be a pretty interesting night for them guys. So maybe even at the end of the night we can maybe pull in the second place and first place of each class here, and maybe just see how the race went.
2 minutes, 13.4.
It's time to give Mark a little run for his money.
Yeah.
That was 800 off. Just gotta dig a little bit harder here.
It's probably my
Well, not
problem
be
digging too hard.
alarmed. I finally got through turn one without an off track. Last lap, making it. Never mind. Right into the wall I go. In the boot. No. Oh, no time for Dylan McDonald. Let's click that ready to race real quick.
So we will have a potential of full course cautions if anybody has a tow. It'll be the same as we normally do with the road rules, where if somebody has a tow and they say it over iRacing, we'll throw a full course yellow, maximum of 2.
Well, I just towed. There's our first caution. Oh, wait. It's qualified. Never mind. PB out there saying, let's go, boys.
So shout out there, PV.
And then Barry Kistler. Thank you for the, well, he's always in here every week for CRN, always showing us support. So big shout out to Barry. He said, I am all ready for a great race tonight. Good luck.
There we go.
I'm gonna make Barry a moderator.
We're putting the work.
That man is there every broadcast.
Oh, yeah, whether it's BCRC or Core Racing League.
Any
He's always there.
CRN broadcast.
Yeah, that is true.
But regardless, it looks like we got 26 strong out here, so still a pretty good showing, all said. Certainly got a lot of the GT3 guys here.
Yeah, we only have 6 GT4s. All the veterans of Core for the most part. So Carl, Mark, Derek, myself, Paul Owens, and Larry. He's been with us for a little bit, doing some endurance races with me and Derek Sherman on Sundays. So been around. So these guys looks like they broke up a little bit in little groups here. If you're part of our Discord, you can. Looks like Larry Hansley is gonna show his point of view, so you can always jump into our chat and look there. Let me pull. Let's see here. If I can. There you go. There's PB.
I think we actually have the full field here for the GT3 series, minus, oh no, John, yeah, so the entire GT3 field other than Dane Simpson is here.
Oh, nice. Was it 20?
Yeah, we lost Dylan. I think it's 19 or 20, I believe, yep. 16, 17, 18, 19, yep.
We have 16 of the 19 GT3s have qualified, and for the 6th, I think, for the 7 GT4s. Here. We got 8 people watching, so I should get some 8 thumbs up there. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Please.
Yes, sir.
And if you're just not logged into YouTube, I mean, log into YouTube and it'll count and be easier. It costs nothing.
Well, I
to,
threw in my
support
like as I'm watching the broadcast and racing as well. So you got my thumbs up, Jimmy.
We got to find out. We'll bring in Ricky Gonzalez here, and it looks like Ricky's just kind of waiting in the waiting room instead of being on the track. So Ricky, what's scaring you away?
I
Doing a fantasy football draft right now.
Okay. All right. So priorities right now are fantasy football. Gotcha.
Yes, especially when it's a $200 buy-in.
Okay. Understood. Understood. So you're saying the free buy-in does not take precedence over the $200 buy-in. Okay. All right. Now we know that all we have to do is charge $200 for the next core race, and we will get Ricky Gonzalez in here. So it looks like qualifying is just about wrapping up. About a minute here left. I got myself on top right now in the GT4s. Looks like we still got Larry Hensley, Paul Owens, and David Poplinski yet to put down a time. And then looks like everybody in the GT3s, other than Dylan, you heard him try to put down time and did not go too well. And then John Crane, the other one that has not put down a time, but the other 17 are in, with Nickerson on top of Carver Robbins, Mason Smith, and Sahaj Patier, with Matthew Gorin making out the top 5.
Yeah, it's actually going to be kind of weird for me because there's a lot of guys in here that I haven't ran with. Like Kevin, I mean, watching them in the IndyCar series is completely different from being out on track with these guys. Like Matt Crockett, I know how he races, Abby, Caleb, Tim, you, Derek, Jimmy, but all these other new guys, it's actually cool to see, the GT3 get filled up, and it's going to take some time to get used to everybody's driving style, especially on a road course.
Yeah, the big thing here with these guys is they just, like I said, they just exercise patience with the passing of the slower cars and with each other, so just because you got that draft doesn't necessarily mean they're the fast car. They just got a nice draft. So if you can't stay in front of the guy in front of you, maybe just back off, save some fuel, change your strategy to a fuel strategy. And we're getting ready to grid here, boys, as we are going here soon. I'm going to wait just a little bit as we give everybody the opportunity to grid, and I'm going to save a little bit of fuel.
So with me and Crane not qualifying, do we got to go ahead of the GT4s to get
No,
caught?
you guys should automatically still be gridded in front of us.
Correct.
So you should have to pass us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I was just looking at the results, and it's showing me right below Paul Owens and above Dave Poplinski.
So just so you guys know, with me being the pole sitter, and it's going to be the same thing all season in regards to the pole sitter for GT4, they're going to give a 10-second buffer on the start and on any restarts from their field to the end of the GT3 field. Just kind of a common courtesy. That way, if there's any kind of issues in the back of the GT3 field, the GT4 leaders aren't right on their bumpers right away.
As you guys can tell there with the timing tower there, which will be shown for y'all, has all our drivers on there currently, but the yellow is the GT3s and the blue will be their GT4s. And the track map is up and ready to go.
Not there yet. Give me time.
You guys should hear some car sounds. I'll turn those up a little bit because they're always fun.
Just a reminder, guys, the start is going to be on green for both fields.
You will hear
the GT4 is going to start 10 seconds
chatter.
behind the GT3s to give
So hopefully
them
the boys are behaving themselves tonight.
There's a GT3 in front of me, and I'm in GT4, and then there's GT4s in front of him.
So it lined up Dylan and John back there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Dylan and John, make your way to the back of the GT3 field, so right back behind, looks like Tyler Wong is the last one, the 718. So GT4s, get single file and stay to the left. Let the GT3s that need to pass go to the right.
Catch stop 10, cop. Catch stop 80, 1, cop. Catch stop 70, 2, cop. Catch stop 700, 18, cop. Top stop 11, cop. Top stop 50, 4, cop.
All right, GT4s, you guys are good. We can double it back up. Dylan, can you handle the clearing of yours and John's, or do you want me to do it for you? Once we get going here.
I can handle it.
Alrighty. I'm afraid with a 10-second buffer, we may get lapped on lap 2 here.
Back here with the GT4s, we got, even though there's only 6 of us, we have all 3 cars that are in the field. We do have 1 Porsche, 1 Mercedes, and 4 McLarens.
Yeah, not a shock. I think the McLaren is a pretty stout car. So we'll see if everything shakes out over the season. I like to go with the Mercedes. I'm gonna stick with it all season, see how it works out. So far, it got me the pole. So maybe the Mercedes are better since I'm the only one in there. But we shall see.
No, it has to do a little bit with the track and car combo, but they're all pretty close with a few official GT4 races that I've ran.
All right, good luck everyone. Again, be smart out there with your passes. Alright, should be going green here pretty soon.
Yep, just got out of the boot.
You can see on the mini map, I'm sure you can see the small group that's behind the main group. That's would be the GT4s.
Get ready, going green. Pace cars in. Green, green, green.
Wreck one, wreck one.
We're gonna want to be
Oh, they
careful,
are
guys.
flipping.
Got a slow car on the left.
Did he need a tow?
Oh, he's off to the left.
Yep, coming back on.
Let's join her up, boys. Who's that?
Right side. Keep to the left. Clear. Right side. Still there. Keep to the left. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right. Go left.
Couple early incidents here on lap 1. One for the GT3, one for the GT4, the way it looked like. But I think we've all made it through. Knock on wood so far. Certainly want to waste your car on lap 1.
I'm not sure, Carl. Did we give everybody fast repair for tonight or no?
2.
Yes, sir. 1 fast repair.
12.584. You're in third. Great job, driver.
That rumble start from 1 to 2 is just really loud. I mean, I know I have my car turned down a little bit, but when it's like twice as loud as my car, that's pretty bad.
Sounds like you need a little better insulation back in the car.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I have the windows down. Maybe I gotta check that.
Button that thing up. Might get some of them New York music here, Mark.
Might get a little chilly here at night. I don't think the heater works too well here in the Mercedes.
Bar spun in 6 and 7. GT3 should be rolling by the time you guys get up to him.
That might have involved Michael Zepp, the way it looks here.
Was the 023 Audi R8. Not sure. I think that is Michael Zepp.
023 is Michael Zip, who's on my relative.
1 minute 52.378.
Got a little bit of a tire dipping situation. Was able to keep it straight.
And you can just see how close these cars are. These GT4s are so equal. And me, Carl, and Mark are kind of nose to tail as we use each other's draft and continue to drive. Just there's no real push, like really, you know, get in front of one another as it's a long race.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like doing pretty well. I'm not, you know, crushing the laps here by any means, but I feel like I'm running pretty good laps and just not being able to break away from anybody, which is fun. I like it like that. It makes you, you know, push yourself a little bit harder and make sure you're hitting all those marks. Don't put intended there, Mark Thomas.
Left side. Clear on the left.
A little touchy on the marker there.
Dylan, I'll give it to you on the out of the S's on the back.
10-4, thank you.
I'll stay right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
One minute 52.567.
Talking to these guys in practice beforehand too, and it's not only are these cars, you know, pretty equal, but they all drive differently. No matter how equal they are, they all drive differently. You know, it's whether it's front engine, mid engine, rear engine, but they all sound differently too, and that's kind of the biggest thing. Like, I haven't touched the Mercedes in such a long time, and it's just such a low bellowing car that it's so funny. Like, I mean, it sounds like you're shifting at like 5,000 RPMs, and all the other ones you're shifting at like 9 or 10. So just, you know, kind of nailing your shifts and getting used to the shifting again is just kind of weird when you get back in the Mercedes.
Yeah, even the GT3 Mercedes got the same characteristics. We have our first GT3 coming up on us. So he's going to take the inside.
1 minute 52.384. Car on your right.
So nice clean pass there by McLaurin. Corner. That little tap I gave Mark maybe gave me a little bit of damage. About to find out.
Take the inside, Matt. Take the inside.
Feel it tight.
Car stop, that was boot.
3.156.
Excuse me when you.
Watch it left, watch it left.
A little bit of a run here for Mark. We got our first pass for the lead here in GT4s. Certainly not going to make it easy for him. See if I can get the inside back for this next corner. So he's going to look for the crossover, but not going to happen just yet. So good run, both of us there. Gave me a little fake out going into the corner there. I was going to dive to the inside. I guess tonight for the fans, they're getting a lot of you love to hear it. It's a whole race filled with it.
Definitely a lot. I love to hear it. I mean, I could wreck out and give everybody a full review.
3.196.
Sorry, caution flag here. We come to turn one as maybe Carl and Mark got off track just a little bit.
Now it looks like Paul Owens just went straight in the first corner there.
Oh, that would definitely cause one too. Is he manually disconnected?
That McLaren's got some good low end speed. Mercedes definitely pulls it back in the top end. Definitely happy I chose the GT4 series, even though we had a lighter numbers here tonight. It definitely seems like a fun racy car, and you can keep close to everybody as well. Granted, I'm not running my best right now, but we're a good bit into the race now, and I got a battle for the lead, and Jimmy's possibly got a little damage, and he's only 3.5 seconds back.
Right now we have Tim Thompson, as he probably suffered some damage a little bit early, but he's been behind me for a few laps.
1 minute 53.08.
Bonus points for every GT3 you beat.
I know of at least 2. And Nick Dickerson and Mason have come up on my relative. Not too far apart, but looks like about 3 or 4 seconds to separate those two. About 15 minutes into this beginning of the race so far. We're roughly about halfway through a tank of gas that we are given here tonight.
Everybody running with a fixed iRacing setup here tonight. 50% fuel, so half the tanks that these cars normally can handle, especially for a like a long endurance race or something like that. We're making these guys and ourselves throw some more pit strategy in the mix.
Minute 54.103. On your right. Clear on the right.
I feel my big boat of a Mercedes is just pushing all this air for Mark here.
Unfortunately,
he's gonna have some great fuel mileage.
Unfortunately, I lost that race, but Nick Nickerson has gone by and closed it down on Mark and Cole. See on the screen there, you got a blue flag for these faster GT3s as I try to make it as easy as possible for them to get around here. I'm going to give them the inside coming around this bump, this part of the boot.
Clear on the right.
So no problem by Mason Smith and Alex to go by. Nice easy passes, well respected. They kept it inside, gave me plenty of room.
Take the inside, Nick. Take the inside.
1 minute 54.179.
Try to use a draft in this faster GT3 car to try and pull away from Mark, but it's just too tough. These cars are just so evenly matched, and GT3s just pull away so quickly.
I'm in the S's now, so this is a little more challenging spot here. The GT3s really have to match what I'm doing, so I'm not going to give any bad lines. I'm going to go
Right
just
side.
stay the normal race line.
You got it.
And they're gonna take the inside.
On your right.
Nice and easy passes. Got a little bit of draft from them, so a little bit of pushing into the corner.
But if you guys are taking a look at the relatives at all for the top of the GT3 class there, unless I'm mistaken, looked like Nickerson had about a 3-second lead or so on second place Mason Smith, and multi-class racing is is not easy. I mean, you have to figure out your way to get around the person safely even if you're the faster car, and that little bit of hold up behind Mark and myself, and possibly even Jimmy, has trimmed that lead back down to. At one point, it was less than 2 seconds. He's starting to stretch it back out a little bit now, the way it looks.
Yeah, I'm not seeing on the stream that these guys are getting any intervals or gaps, and I'm wondering if that's because I'm racing. Not quite sure. Never done it this way before, so.
Yeah, if that's the case, we may have to use sim racing apps and just show a live feed from that. Should be able to get everything from there. Won't be as pretty as SDK, but just give you guys an idea of what's going on.
1 minute 53.7.
Thank you, Derek.
Might be
Yeah,
able
so
to.
far. Go ahead.
So I get from trying to look at chat.
Yes, sir.
The gap between Nick and Mason is 2 points.
Stay left.
Jimmy never lets me by that easy. No, Paul, you gotta earn it, bitch.
Go right. And you hear the communication. I'm, trying to tell these drivers exactly where to go. So, one, it tells them, what I'm expecting them to do, and two, it keeps both of us from a headache. If neither guy knows where the other person's going to do, it's just going to end up being bad. And the GT4s, we're told and expected to hold the racing line and not make any kind of crazy moves, and that includes moving over to let the faster guy by, because if we go to move over to the slower line, and that's when the GT3 is going to move to that same slower line, that's when accidents happen. So GT4s are told to hold their lines and let the GT3s figure out their way around. But just a little bit of communication just helps that process.
Left side. Clear on the left.
So there's Kevin Dixon took a little dive, but I knew it was coming because I watched it by relative.
I'm gonna wait, possibly. Actually, I'm gonna make a dive here, Jimmy. Go to your inside.
1 minute 55.001. Car on your right. You have about 5 laps
Thank you,
to
sir.
the left.
I think I was gonna suck up to you that quick.
It's like our third NRA sport here. Dylan is running 6th place in the GT3s.
Yeah, it's been a tough task. I mean, the L22 was pressured me a little bit, and then John Crane ended up going off track just a little bit, and the L22 didn't see him and sideswiped him, so I got him off my back. But now I got Tyler Wong breathing down my back now, so just trying to get into the first set of pit stops and hope for the best.
Should be coming up here pretty soon. I got about 4 or 5 laps to go in my stint here.
I have, I think it is 2 get laps.
Finally able to break the draft from Mark and see if I can try and pull away a little bit now.
See Derek Sherman, he spun out a little bit earlier, but I think because maybe the little bit of damage I have, he's been able to close that gap a little bit to about 9.5 seconds. Mark Thomas is about 11 seconds ahead of me. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get 4 more laps out of this tank of fuel.
1 minute 53.773.
Kevin, go right.
Not quite sure what the fuel mileage is on the GT breeze tonight. Oh my.
My crew chief just told me I have about 2 laps left going into the carousel.
It looks like the GT4s are going to have a little bit more gas. Extra lap or 2 over the GT3.
Headlight, Carl, handwork headlight. Yeah, I gotta do it because
Just for that, I'm not giving you this corner.
oh, I wasn't gonna die. Yeah, I broke early.
I got the inside here. Go to the inside or that side.
Speaking of
It's road racing.
Speaking of
There's your lack of communication skills right there, boys and girls. Go left, you got it.
Yep.
Go left. I'll break.
Speaking of headlights, our favorite flasher, Abi Vishabasam, coming up behind me, has not signaled that he wants to get around, but I'm sure he does.
I'll make sure when he gets by me, he gets the headlights, even though I'm the slower car this time.
On your left.
And I'll go ahead and give him a little flash
Clear left.
as he goes by, because I know he likes it. As Abi made a clean
I saw that,
class.
Jimmy.
Oh.
Just keeping it real, buddy.
1 minute 53.228.
All right. Well, 38 is pitting this time, Carl.
Yeah, now I'm starting to wonder how much extra mileage that Mark is gonna be able to get on me from having the draft the entire race here so far. Because I have a feeling he's gonna be able to stretch out an extra lap to me, because I'm not too far from being able to make it one more lap myself, and I had no draft really.
Well, I really didn't have much of a draft,
Inside, Tyler, inside.
and I got 2 more laps to go. Now the McLaren does use a little more fuel than the Mercedes does, but we have a little bigger gas tank as well.
Take a left, Sam.
38 pitting.
I'll check up early.
You could hear the drivers chatting back and forth, working on sportsmanship with clean passes.
And you see the track map too. If he's got it up, it's just dots all over the place at this point.
Running low on
But Alex.
might not make it to the end. 1 minute 53.054.
Couple of the leaders here in the GT3s just passed me, trying to stay out their way.
Right side.
It's
Clear
allowed
on the
Mark to
wrong.
drag me back in just a little bit. I was out to 2 seconds, now it's back to 1.7.
Peter's pitting now.
Watch out in the last turn here. Watch out in the last turn, guys.
have about 1 lap of fuel left. 1 minute 54.12.
You say something, Tim?
Behind me again.
No.
On your right. Hold your line, hold your line. Clear. Right side. Clear.
I'll give it to you guys on the back. I'll go right, go left. I'll check up early.
Thank you, Derek.
Go left, I'm heading. Go left, left.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
Make sure I turn off my fast repair. Get ready for this pit stop.
We see you coming
Really,
across the pit limiter.
Boxing 10.
really surprised at the tire wear. Because it certainly did not feel comfortable there at the end of the run, but
3, 2.
the tire wear not as bad as I thought it would be.
Not that bad.
Granted, we were only a half hour into this race, so I got plenty to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's driving just like it was before I pit, even on a full tank.
We're gonna take full fuel here, and
That's it, go.
gas to go here.
Spin out.
We'll spin there in turn 1.
Looks like you've been black flagged. That was an unsafe pit exit. Need to come in and serve a 30-second penalty.
Gotta do a stop and go for an unsafe pit entry because I missed the line. You hate to see it.
Shout out to Paul Butler out there.
Yeah, I mean, he was out there watching, so that was pretty cool. That one's gonna hurt, though. That's gonna put me back to at least 4th. The only thing I could do is hope for a caution.
Go right, go right, go right, go right.
I might want to try to triple skint these tires.
Right side. Clear on the right. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear. On your right. Clear. Go left. On your right. Clear on the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
Clear tires.
Pit boxing 10,
Was it a stop and go or a drive through?
5,
It's a stop.
3, 2,
26
1.
hole.
Right here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and serve my penalty. Top off on fuel. What do I get for stargazing over at the accident? And I'm leaving.
Rubberneck can never get you anywhere, Jimmy.
Nah, it's all right.
Get you
No.
back in the pits.
No. Where was my fast repair?
We're done. Get going, get going.
You know, the car's driving fine. Never mind. False alert.
Watch coming out of the boot.
Dom.
Now I'm plenty far back from Derek Sherman as he's 70 seconds ahead of me. I did come out in front of Larry as he's a couple of laps down now. Plenty of time left though. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, Jimmy. You know as well as I do. Anything can happen in endurance racing.
Anytime. I'm surprised that we haven't had a few people call out for a tow yet. As
Heading in.
I've seen some people elect the tow after wrecking in turn 1.
Matt, you got the racing line. Not used to getting this toe. I'm having to brake a little bit harder into these corners and missing my apexes a little bit.
It's amazing how when you get that tow, you get a little bit of aero tight and your car pushes into the turn. I'm hoping next week the rest of our GT4 drivers join us. This is actually quite a bit of fun here. Got Adrian Farowski breathing down my neck here.
34.747.
See, goes up. Was I gonna go ahead and give him the inside?
Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
All right.
Right.
Is done. I'm gonna get some practice now for the ARCA series.
Left side.
Yeah, it's another series we got coming up, folks. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be doubleheaders every night, all throughout the regular season, and then when it gets to the playoffs, it'll be singles races, but they'll be a little bit longer in length. So certainly tune in for that one. That one's going to be on Tuesday nights, starting on September 20th. So we're going to have the Truck Series finale this Tuesday, a week off in between, and then we'll have the ARCA Series starting up. Because as you know by now, the Core Series just keeps chugging along.
Stop coming out of the boot, up along the wall.
Boys, as we're 37 and a half minutes through the race, how's the car feeling for all three of y'all right now at the moment?
I'm stuck in the wall.
Am I hearing a tow?
Nope, I got out of it. Well, I was stopped up against the wall.
It's a big difference. Jimmy would love to hear that TOW.
Watch coming out of the boot. Watch coming out of the boot.
Yeah, for me, it's
I'm here. Watch
it's losing grip. Like it feels like my tires were down to like 60%. Heads up out of the coming out of the boot. Yeah, I felt like my tires are like 60% coming in there, and the fact that they were still in the 90s just shocked the heck out of me.
Yeah,
Because it definitely doesn't feel like it has the same amount of grip than when I started.
I think that has a lot to do with the fuel level, Carl, to be honest. I've noticed that the tire wear is usually pretty decent with these cars. Almost like you want to have fresher tires on these things. Not quite like the GT3s.
Where you're running it all the way down to 20% and then changing them. Yeah, these things I almost feel like you almost got to treat them like an oval car, where if they get down to 70% or so, they're hurting bad. You want to change them.
Yeah, I'm kind of regretting double stinting these tires.
That's not a double stint, though, to be real. It's only a half a tank of gas, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
I think that was Jimmy's way of saying, don't be a B word. Just trying to keep it clean for the broadcast.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
1 minute 54.2.
Ricky, aren't you going to be at the booth with me on Arca Nights?
Damn. I'm trying to get some practice in right now, even though I'm quiet. Trying to let y'all drive. I don't want to talk too much. I know when somebody's in the car with me, I just want to focus, hit my marks, and I just don't want to be a distraction to y'all right now.
No distraction.
No, I think he was saying, he was wondering why you were practicing if you're going to be in the booth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should you be practicing for the championship race?
I'm practicing broadcasting. I got some laps in earlier today. So we're gonna
So you got the right
confident. Tomorrow we'll try to get Mr. Randall. He's the favorite, I think, tomorrow, and I got a good game plan.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow night, folks, for the season finale for the truck series. It's going to be a good one. We got 4 guys that are certainly deserving to be in the championship, whether they believe so or not. Brandon Robertson's been the one that's been kind of tough to beat this year. He's got the most wins on the season, but he has been beaten, and it's only one race. The points are erased, and basically whoever finishes highest out of the 4 is going to be the champion. It's going to be Robertson, Ayerson, Zach Woods, and then is it you, Ricky?
I think so. I hope so. As long as I don't have computer issues like Paul Owens has tonight, I think I'll show up.
Oh, I thought his wheel just disconnected or something.
The wheel shut off and then the PC crashed. That's what he said.
Yeah.
The wheel shut off is a typical thing for him.
And then Jimmy.
All right, Saj, go right.
You
What's that,
calling
buddy?
him the B word earlier. So Paul Butler wants to protest you for calling the B word earlier. WPB.
3.5.
Strict coverage for Paul Butler anytime I'm doing our coverage.
Hey, Paul, don't you have a to-do list to be working on right now? Just kidding, buddy.
Home from Darlington.
Hey, Paul, every time I get passed by a GT3 car, have a shot.
Oh man.
You hate to see it.
Man, he might be dead.
It's going to be 1,800 shots of 1,800 tequila.
Ricky, you might as well join in on the action too. You're part of the tequila time.
Not tonight, boys.
No way.
Oh, somebody wrecked.
In the hairpin.
Is that a tow?
In the hairpin.
Is that a tow?
Yeah, my motor blew. Towing.
That's
Towing?
Towing.
Still there.
Yellow, yellow. Line up single file.
All right, Dylan said towing in here in the chat here. In the chat here, so that's why we are going with the yellow.
I was running so good. All good things must come to an end.
So I figures our third wheel in here is the one that brings out the yellow.
Yeah. That's it. Oh my goodness. I was trying so hard to keep it straight, and I just caught the bumps going into the carousel a little bit wrong. And then I hit the grass trying to straighten it out, and it just right up to do a Jimmy Johnson, except for in the carousel instead of turn 1.
The other thing I forgot to mention pre-race is that Once we get caught up to the field, everyone that is down a lap will be able to get a lap back. Everyone that is down a lap will be able to get a lap back. Not all your laps, just one lap.
This ain't Moon Car.
You hate to see it.
Catch stop 90. 5, car. Pass the pace car. Catch stop 90. 5, car.
I'm still full throttle, just past the pace car.
45 minutes, and I had to blow it.
Well, still time to get back in there. Oh, you already used your fast repair.
Using my fast repair now.
Oh, okay.
I'm still towing though. I had like 5 minutes to tow, somewhere around like four or 5 minutes to tow, and I'm down to 1 minute and 52 seconds. Then I still gotta do my pit stop, and then I can come out.
Pace cars was in like the S's.
Oh, that was terrible. Let's see what my tires were. 67 on the left front, 79 on the left rear, 79 on the right front, 81 on the right rear.
Man, McDonald's not loving it. No, he's not. That's from Zach Woods.
Zach, I'm pulling for you even more now after that comment.
Yo!
Look at that. I even bring him in on Tuesdays to give us a little more air. And he treats me like that. I spot for him in the Ghost League. Some friend.
Tough luck, man. Best life
Yes.
friends.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
See, everybody's still catching up to the pace car here.
Yeah, I got 42 seconds left of towing now. You know what? I'm just going to take my fast repair. Only, no fuel. Come back in. Pit.
A whole new ball game now, guys. You know, caution flag like this kind of scoots everybody up, makes things a little interesting. Maybe people got a little more better feel for the car. Maybe learned from their mistakes. Not like we like cautions, but it does stir things up a little bit. And
Pit road is now open.
Alright, fire. Out of pit road.
Just in time too, as the field's about to come up here.
yep. I'm still in the boot. I think I'm the last guy.
Don't pay attention to chat. Get out of pit road nice and easily. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I might broadcast, but I don't do the whole Twitch thing. I've tried it, with other games, but it's easier to read. But I don't know how the guys on Twitch stream and chat.
Catch stop 0, 20, 3, car.
That was about to be ugly.
A lot of people came down pit road that time.
Boxing 10.
Hey, thanks, man. I was reading again.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
It's great just passing all these GT3 cars here in pit lane. They're all going to get right back past me again once we get going.
Oh.
All right, guys, just a heads up, we are not going to go green this time by. We're not going green this time by. The pace car will go in and it'll technically go green, but we are not going green this time by.
We're gonna hold up and allow the field to sort itself out. Probably put the GT4s behind the GT3s, I would think, huh, Carl?
Yes, sir.
All clear. Punch it. clear. Punch it.
It's supposed to be a night race,
So we go
all.
green. Line up single
Yes,
file.
sir. It is currently 11:54 at night here in the Finger Lakes region.
It is 10:10.
770. Cha.
There we go.
All right, guys, on the green here, everybody stay to the left-hand side. If you are a lap down to your class, pass everybody and go around, catch back up to the field. In the meantime, GT4s, work your way to the back of the field.
Get ready. Going green.
Make sure you do your passing on the right-hand side. Everybody else stay on the left-hand side unless you're passing. And make sure you're aware of everybody what's going on.
Pace cars in. Green flag. Green flag.
Mr. Zach Woods. I thought McDonald's was open late.
It is.
Zach's got all the jokes.
Get a black flag cleared for passing under the yellow.
Should be clear, Tim. Anybody else have a black flag? Are there any more lap cars coming by?
I'm making my way.
3 minutes. 1.35.
No, we can't wait for you. You're too far behind.
I can't even navigate this course, so.
I'm a lap down, but I just left pit road, so I'm still like in the boot right now, so I don't mind if I don't get it back. It's no big deal.
Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead.
That four. All right, so at this time, all the GT3s, please move past the GT4s and get in line. We're gonna go one more pace lap here, guys. What's up, Nick?
Do you want us to stack up or just go single file?
No, it'll be single file restarts, but we're gonna go green next time by. We're gonna let the field catch back up here. Pit road is not open. Pit road is not open.
Unless you're already in it.
Right.
That's a nice paint job you got there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I wonder who does those.
Right side. Clear.
The Lightning Man.
Yeah, I spent a little bit of time painting the McLaren. It's me and Derek Sherman usually run on the weekends, so as it's a team, we call ourselves the Curb Cutters, and we got the red coats in front of us actually. Or red, or what?
Still one more
Right,
paint
red
spot,
coats,
right?
blue coats. Is that what you guys call yours?
Yeah, I forget what we were now. We were the, man, brain farting. I apologize, Mark. Yeah, I know I ran the blue Porsche, and Mark ran the red one. It's gonna bug me now until I figure it out.
Hopefully the fix is racing.
Yeah, that just screwed me over, Jimmy. Thank you very much.
The milk machine's down. Yeah, McDonald's never, milk machine's never up.
Ain't no way you're going on tonight.
2 minutes. 30.
Well, we know who's not getting TV time tomorrow.
Back to third. Keep digging. Great job.
Just kidding. I can't do that to you, Zach.
That was from Paul.
Oh. Well, yeah, Paul's definitely not getting no TV time.
It was Revolutionary Racing. That's what it was. Just came to me.
There you go. So Revolutionary Racing, they had cool paint schemes of the two Porsches, like a red coat and a blue coat. Since Mark's from our fellow neighbor country there, Great Britain.
Across the pond.
I'm crashed out.
Oh.
Does that mean we need another caution for tow? Well, technically we can because we're still under caution.
No, no tow. No tow. I'm already dead.
Darn.
The guys that just got a wave around, do you want us to pass the GT4s?
Yes. GT3s, get up with the GT4. Or GT3s, get up with the GT3s.
Right side.
Are we going green?
Clear on the right.
Oh my.
Car on your right.
That don't look good, Carl.
Nope, I'm stuck.
Nope.
Yes, going green this time by.
You alright?
What happened, Carl?
How did you do that?
Trying to stay to the left and the tire caught the grass and it just did not turn at all. And man, these tire barriers are just glue.
Yeah, they're not very friendly.
I guess it's a good thing that it at least happened under yellow, so maybe I won't go a lap down.
Shouldn't it?
When do the GTs go?
You guys can go ready. There's green. Sorry, yeah. For future, when the restarts are like this, the GT leader just call out when you're going over the start finish line. You have to call out when you're going. Just call out when you're going over the start finish line.
2 minutes 31.974. You're racing the car in front.
That was my first X2.
Back in second place.
What a noob.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Well, Mark doesn't have 0x because I gave him 4.
Love to see that.
You gave your own 1, so unless Derek's got... No, Derek should have a loss of control. Because Derek's going to try to put a move on me, and I'm just going to let him have it if he's going to take it. Let's see what he does here.
So it looks like Mark is the leader, and you guys are going through the carousel?
Yeah, and I'm losing it in the carousel. Yes, and just went around. Still, another loss of control for me. Hopefully my car's not beat up too bad, because I already used the faster car. Guess I'm just not meant to be in the front.
Alright, I am finally coming out of the pits here. I just need that second caution to come out, and I'll be alright. I am not a lap down. It's going to be a long, lonely race right now, though.
Well, hopefully I'm not 51 seconds slow.
You are on my relative, 52 seconds adrift, but yes.
I don't know, kind of damn, I got loose in the carousel. So we will see how this car handles here.
So it looks like all three broadcasters having their issues here tonight as Dylan bended a little bit. I got caught looking at my relative, trying to let people by, and bending at myself, and Jimmy got caught looking away as well, so.
I think the only one that's safe in here is Ricky.
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, get out of the grass.
Not though.
I got the speed down the straightaway, so I should be alright.
Hobby, with me being behind you, can you not hit your leg?
Got it.
And people are dropping like flies right now.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Cowboys team.
Oh.
Twice now the rear end got around on me, so it's time for a break. Oh, there's another one. It's a sure sign of damaged car.
Oh?
Yeah. No, I ain't telling.
There's another $1 for the course worker.
That was worth it.
If we're being honest here, I owe like 10 for my first broadcast in the Cup Series. That was terrible.
Oh man.
That's no. That's how you drift a carousel. That's $1.
Yeah, guys, I get your racing, but can you not put me 3 wide in the middle?
Sorry, Dylan.
2 minutes.
That was crazy.
363.
Core's gonna make some money tonight with all these swear words.
I got one. Right off the rip.
You know who does it? Me. Not happening. Yeah, no, you know? Nope. Ooh. We are live. Broadcaster mode. Engaged.
Yeah, it's hard to take the sailor out of the sailor.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but after that pit stop, my car feels weird. Fresh tires, full tank of fuel. Hey, back in the top 10. Good points tonight.
Yeah, at least I'm guaranteed a top 6.
That's all that matters. See? What? CRM broadcasters doing well for themselves tonight. Granted, you know, I turned this Ferrari and made it look like a little Fiat, but, you know. No. That is twice now in the same corner.
Sounds like a tow.
No, I just drifted. That was it. Going over the bumps and then into that heavy braking for the carousel just a little bit, just upset the car. Now I'm going straight towards the wall.
Bumps? For us, that feels like a ramp.
3.188.
At least for me.
No.
We got Nick Dickerson out front, followed by Adrian, and then Mason Smith, and then Alexander Carver Robbins, and Sahaj for the top 5 there.
And for your GT4s, we got Mark Thomas, Derek Sherman, Jimmy Covert, and myself on the top 4.
I think me and Carl are going for who could best the car up the most.
Yeah, apparently. Then we got Larry Hensley Jr. in there in 5th.
I'm gonna give you a bump draft going down the backstretch.
Appreciate it.
CRN is gonna work together.
I already got X, but yeah. CRN's gonna work together to work against CRN, alright. Go ahead, go right, you got the corner.
Hey, I didn't get loose this time. I don't know where he's at on track. Oh, he's to the right.
Yep. And that was 2nd place, Adrian Fedorowski.
1 minute 54.622.
Whoa.
Looks like a towing position right there.
Yeah.
I know you're only sideways right in the middle of the track, but still, I would tow it.
I didn't hit anything. I'm back over.
Yeah, but your tires lost about 5%. You might as well just tow it.
That grass, man. If I do what people were doing at Spa, tire did. Didn't work. You know what's really weird is seeing Matt Crockett in a bright yellow banana looking like Aaron Smith out here instead of his Lick to Death Mountain Water paint schemes.
Yeah, you went with the yellow and white instead of yellow and blue? Yellow and like baby blue?
Go ahead, Adrian, you're at the corner.
You know, today would have been a good day to hook up the V3s,
On your right.
but they're still sitting in my closet.
1 minute 54.257.
Nick Nickerson has gone by.
I'm gonna wait till the straightaway, Carl, to pass you.
And 4.
Go down to the inside wall.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. On your right. Clear on the right.
I don't know about you, Carl, but I haven't had any problems with any of the GT3s passing tonight.
I have. They were locked in about a 4 or 5 car battle for, I think, a 3rd place, and I happened to be put right in the middle of it, literally. They passed me on both sides entering the boot. So, it's a little scary, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to hold my line in the middle while they're on the outside and inside going through the left-hander there.
54.284.
But we made it through. But it's kind of tough, as easy as Watkins Glen may seem when it comes to these cars. You really don't have that many passing opportunities.
No, I mean, there's a few, you know, obviously with the GT3s being a faster car, obviously. There's a lot of spots that can get around you unsafely.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Not really what you want to do for an endurance race. So, you know, Watkins Glen is one of those tracks that, you know, some people run a 6-hour event here, so.
Yeah, that 6-hour event was actually pretty fun. Till
it wasn't.
Check up early, Dylan. Go left.
Clear on the left. Clear left.
I'm a lap down, Crockett. I ain't worried about it, man. But thank you, though.
Yep.
Left side. Still there. Clear on the left.
Little pressure there by Matt Goring as he's trying to get around me there, and the turns before the straightaway.
1 minute 55.
I was able to kind of read what he was doing and try to continue, like, give him a consistent lines, showing that I was going to stay to the inside. So here's Avi Vishabas, and I'm going to do the same thing for him. I'm going to give him that inside as we go through the S's. S is one of the more dangerous places to pass if you're not in clear communication with one another.
I gotta run this puppy dry to make it on one more stop.
Should be able to from this point.
I need 13.4 gallons. I mean, even if I were to pit, I just gotta save 0.1 of a gallon. But with the way that I'm running, I'll burn more gas and run out of fuel before I get to the final lap. No, thank you. Really?
1 minute 54.391.
Alright, 15x. Got it. Can I get to 60?
Dylan's playing Russian roulette with X's.
No, I'm not going to play like that, you know, Pro 2s at Laguna Seca Premier Series last time. Yeah, that was not fun.
On your right. Hold your line, hold your line. Clear.
If I get to you in a long straight, Jimmy, that's where I'll make my pass. I won't make it into a corner. Going down by the pit road wall.
Clear. One minute 53.847. Looks like you got about 5 laps left of fuel. On your right. Clear on the right.
I finally have Jimmy on my relative again. Still 30 seconds behind him. Still working on it. Trying to get that opening race podium.
Opening race top 10, I'll take it.
Hey, Michael, you can get me on the right here.
Okay, just don't stop in that turn again, please.
17X, here we go. In there. Recky Stenhouse. NASCAR can go outside of turn 6, I can too.
1 minute 54.398.
It's like Mark Thomas with a commanding lead in the GT4 series.
I love hearing that guy talk. I don't know what it is, it's just...
Well, as he says, he speaks English and we speak American, so that could be why.
Take it, Abby.
Thank you, Michael.
Drifty, drifty. Oh, wrong corner. I thought I was out of the boot already and kept it in 4th gear, right at the heel, and almost hit the tire barrier. Concentration was broken. That was bad.
Could you usually get in the tire barrier?
Yeah, I don't, cause you know, I'm running P10, looking pretty solid and good. Got Ricky No-Show 2 Gonzalez in here with us. Yeah.
I think he might have dipped out. I heard somebody in the Discord a little earlier.
Oh, this guy. I have 1 lap of fuel left.
So the lead for Nick Nickerson in the GT3 series is only less than a second. Actually, he's less than a second back to Matt Crockett. He's got a bigger lead over Mason Smith. About 5.5, 6 seconds. You got it, Nick. You got it.
Again, wrong corner.
All right, Crockett.
See me, Morhe.
One minute 55.394. We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
Thank you, Nick Nickerson, for putting me 2 laps down. Nope, 1 lap down.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I forgot how long these pit stops are. Sorry about that, Mason and Alex. Didn't realize that you were there going into pit road. I kind of blocked Alex Carver from getting into his pit stall.
Carl, gonna go inside of you.
You got it.
There it is.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Pit boxing 10.
Meters pitting now.
Did Aaron Smith sign up for this series, Carl?
He did not.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
Yeah, I had a minute of optional repairs, almost. Unless I'm getting fuel.
Carl, this is your chance.
I'll get some of that fixed here.
Go, go, go.
Give me where you going?
You're in the pits, I'm leaving!
Get over here.
I was like an unsafe pick, entry. Or exit. How much optional? Oh, you had a fast repair, so you get all yours fixed.
I came in when you guys went green.
Oh.
That's why I went back so far.
Clear.
Oh no.
On your right. Hold your line, hold your line.
Oh
Clear.
man, I had to work to save that one.
On your left. Clear on the left.
Anybody?
Inside, Mark.
Oh, I thought he was going to say he needed to tell. I was like, yes, thank you, John.
I know.
Never mind.
Too late, we're in 20 minutes.
2 minutes.
Nope,
30.
negatory.
8,
We're
2.
at 21 minutes and 9 seconds.
Like John.
Oh.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh, I'm outside the top 10. This is not good.
On your right. Clear.
Minutes to go, boys.
I'm kind of glad I got into endurance racing this year, because if I didn't, oh, I'd be like, are we done yet? I have been prepared for this.
Meanwhile, you're waiting to run another hour and 45 minutes now.
Yeah, it's like this it.
No, actually,
it's like this it.
Yeah.
Just warmed up.
One.
Go left, Matt.
3.6.
No.
I'll break.
3.
I almost just spun myself out in the carousel. Mark, I'm gonna wait till after this corner to make my pass. Pass you on the right.
Well, that hurt me on some time right there. I was catching you. I'm gonna break a lot to let Matt go by
Oh no.
safely.
I passed Mark, drove into the corner, and put myself in the grass.
Minute 53.772.
Right side, Nick, right side.
Alex, take it left. I'll stay right.
Thank you.
Yep. Take left.
On your right. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. 1 minute 53.946.
Thank you, Carl.
Well, the light's distracted now. He almost overshot the. He almost overshot the beginning of the S's there.
Mark, I'll take it on the front.
Got you,
Go
Matt.
left, go
Right
left.
side.
Go ahead, go, go, go.
One minute 53.559.
Wish Derek Sherman would slow up a little bit.
I wish Jimmy Culver would slow up a little bit.
You're gonna be there at the end. It's gonna be close.
I know. Go left, 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 left.
I'm lapped down, bro. You're just gonna pass me again.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're GT3.
Right side. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
No, my goodness. Stopped in the heel, stopped in the heel.
Is that you?
Yeah. Or boot, I don't know where I'm at.
Go left. Go left.
Somebody bit up behind me.
No, I just lost control.
1 minute 54.
I didn't hit anything.
212.
Now I gotta hustle to get my 10th place back.
Car on your left. Still there. Clear on the left. Clear left. Right side.
Uh-oh.
That car's a lap down. Clear.
That's gonna do it. You'll catch me now.
Right side.
A little bit of wallage.
54.594.
And a meatball.
Clear on the right. You're dropping a lot of fluid. We have to fix it.
Pushing it a little hard, trying to keep the guy behind me. Alright. We'll wrap it up for the number 14. I'm getting ready to finish this race up because we only have 9 minutes left, so.
You have your fast repair yet?
Fast repair is done.
Ooh. So you're best to probably run this out as far as you can for another couple laps and take the meatball at the end so you go down less laps. Then again, I think Larry behind us is a few more laps down, so should be 4th at worst.
I don't think Larry's still racing, is he?
Yeah, if he's even racing, yeah. I don't know.
Nope.
35 laps down. We're just gonna call it early. And we're gonna change views here for everybody at home. Gonna see where everybody's at.
The car is toast.
Covers.
Oh yeah. Steering wheel's 90 degrees just to go straight. Yes, sir. Love it.
What, you?
Oh yeah.
It's not a good sign for the CRN team. Better keep this thing on the track.
Oh, it's bad. Oh. I need to limp it.
CRN is going in.
Oh, dude, I was overdriving my car trying to catch the 23 and hit the wall. I think I made Mason and Alex mad because I wasn't moving.
Yeah, we have 22 minutes of required repairs, so we're gonna park our car and we will give you some live coverage. See what's going on here.
Oh, there it is, baby, 24. Can we get to 30?
See what we got here.
Yeah, I was pushing hard to catch you, Jimmy. I just ran my fastest lap of the race.
We'll go up here to leader Nick Nickerson, and let me pull this up so I can kind of see what you guys are seeing at home. This will come up here. It's on replay. That would help if I went to live view. See Nick Nickerson, and then Alex Carper, Mason
Right.
the Hog Fatty R, Matthew Goring, and for your top 5, Avi Vichurasa, Adrian Fedorsky, Kevin Dixon, Matt Crockett, Michael Zepp, and round up the top 10. Dylan McDonald.
Right, John.
And Ladovic Banu for in 12th place. For the GT4s, we have Mark Thomas in first, Derek Sherman in second, Carl Harnwork in third. Tim Thompson will be in 13th position in the middle of that for the GT3. I'm in the pits in P4. John Newbringer's 14th. Jose Murray for the 15th. For the GT3s, Caleb Collins 16th GT3. Sam Rowe 17th for the GT3. And Tyler Wong 18th for the GT3. Mr. Larry is back in 5th for the GT4. John Crane with a 19th for GT3s, and then Paul Owens and Dave Poplinski for 6th and 7th for the GT4. So everybody kind of doing their thing out there. The gap is about 9 seconds between Nick Nickerson and Alex Carver. But right behind Alex Carver, mixing it up, Mason Smith on his tail here.
Yeah, I'm about to get a front row seat to that as they're coming up about 2.5 seconds behind me.
See the screen there as they got Carl on their sides, so side by side. If I can load this overlay here, see if I can. There we go. Bring up some position.
Go left, now back out.
Just Carl's gonna let these guys go by as they continue to battle for second and third, as Mason just took over the position off of Alex Carver.
To the left of out there, spots.
Less than 5 minutes now. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. So we about 3 laps to go in the race. I guess I could fly the flag for being the lone survivor for the CRN broadcasting crew for this race. Maybe that's why they put us in the booth. Jimmy, you still got a copy?
I do have a copy.
Okay. I'll make sure, because it got quiet for me there for a little bit.
Yeah, I muted my mic. Closest battle on the field right now is between Ladovic and Dylan for 11th. And then you have back up front here with Mason and Alex Carver for second place, as Mason is taking a little bit of a lead over Alex there.
As long as I don't lose another 25 seconds to Tim Thompson, I'll be able to finish this thing ahead of him in 13th overall. Not that there's any bonus points for that, but it's a little moral victories at this point.
I don't know if that's a true statement. Yeah, pull up the overall position. Hold you in P15 over Tim Thompson in 16th.
Oh, and then it must not have reset for him, because I got Tim Thompson showing as third place for me right now. I mean, 13th place in the GT3s. So I just assumed that that's where he was overall.
16th overall.
And there's my bubble burst. Yeah, survival was certainly key here, and maybe if I didn't been it looking at my relative trying to let these guys go by under caution, would have been a different story. But let's take a top 3 for the first one here. Hopefully we get some more GT4 guys to actually show up next time.
I think more GT4 drivers would show up next week. I think just because of the holiday and with it being Labor Day, which happy Labor Day to you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the day. I think there'll be a lot more people coming out next week.
Yeah, I kind of think so too. I'm surprised actually we had the pretty much the full field of GT3 cars, so good on them for showing up tonight.
Yeah, I didn't do anything fun except for work and then come home, mow the grass until I ran out of gas, and then came inside just as the session opened up. So that was it. Didn't have anything planned.
White flag in the air here.
Yeah, Nick Nickerson is just finished going down the backstretch. Commanding lead over Mason Smith, as now my times are coming up as I'm able to watch for a little bit. It looks like Nick's got about a 10-second gap over Mason Smith And then Mason has a 2-second gap over Alex Carver as Alex probably just...
It's like Alex must have won the pits because he's actually passing me right now.
Maybe he just ran out of fuel. Let me see. Yep. Alex did go to the pits there. Ran out of fuel. Misjudged his pit stop towards the end, and or just was driving it too hard to get around Mason. Or Mason was able to use Alex as a fuel saver. And I know all about that as I did that at a Le Mans race with these with the GT3 cars, and was able to save over a lap and a half of fuel and make the other drivers wonder what the heck I was doing. But everybody,
Mark could win.
Yeah, if you guys want to stick around the top, we'll go ahead and take the top 3. Just come down into the booth and we'll drag you up and just talk about the race a little bit. We're just going to have the guys come in as
White flag.
Nick Nickerson, Mason Smith, Alex Carver, Matthew Goring, Sahaj Patiar for the top 5 for the GT E's, or 3s, excuse me. And then you have Mark Thomas, Derek Sherman, and Carl Hanwork for your top 3 for your GT4. And since Carl's already in the booth, we're not going to let him talk anymore. As we already
Nah, I'm not going to interview myself.
as we already know what happened between him and me, and I got loose, he got in the wall, then I hit the wall, and he got by. I mean, just back and forth. Bad showing for CRN here, but I'd like to talk to the other guys as they were not in the booth, so we can see who's waiting.
Probably take anybody. I think the only one that's got to finish yet is Mark.
Yeah, so let's see if I can grab Derek
Good battle, Adrian.
Sherman.
That was fun.
Hey, Derek, this is the CRN crew up here in the booth. Got a copy?
I got a copy.
Hey, buddy, I know our field was kind of light, but it was a lot of fun racing tonight. Can you tell us a little bit of how your race went?
I made a mistake trying to go for going into the boot and slid the car, but other than that, I mean, it was pretty uneventful. Just try to keep it clean. I know I wasn't the fastest car out there, so just try to keep it clean and figure out how to, finish the race without using my fast repair.
Yeah, your lack of mistakes after your initial one, landed you that P2, as me and Carl definitely had our issues there towards the end of the race that we did not want. But just want to say congratulations and see how your race was, and give you a little chance to give a little shout out.
I want to say thanks to my awesome painter that painted my car, Mr. Jimmy Covert, and CRN for covering the race there. I'm glad people's misfortune is my game. Sometimes being slow, the tortoise in the hare,
Checkered flag.
comes in the bite, works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't.
Great job,
So
driver.
I'll take it when I can get it.
All right, well, again, congratulations on a P2, and we'll see you next week, buddy.
You too.
That was the Derek Sherman running with us in the GT4 cars. And here's the number 50, the winner tonight for the GT4, Mr. Mark Thomas. Carl or Dylan, you want to give Mark a shout?
Yeah, Mark, I'll go ahead and take it here since me and you were running together for quite some time there in the beginning, and it was really crazy because I felt like I was running good times, but I just could not break away from you.
Yeah, I actually had the pace was really good in the car tonight. I got to admit, I'm loving the McLaren. I didn't think I was, but I actually find a car that I like the way it drives. So I was elated. I could just about stay with you. I was gaining a little bit here and there, and then you dropped me a little bit here and there. I was looking forward to the restart because I was looking forward to battling with you. Yeah, it was a shame.
Yeah, certainly not the way I want to end my race by having a little incident under caution there. But yeah, ultimately it was a good race. It was a good, clean race from you. And even if I was still out there, it wasn't something where I was going to just walk away from you, because it was just tough to pull away from anybody on that. But you certainly had a good pace here tonight, and everybody seemed to play fair, when it comes to the other drivers. So, did you have any kind of run-ins with anybody else while you're out there?
Actually, in all fairness, and to say to all the other drivers who are in that race, there was some really nice driving out there. I mean, people were letting each other know. There was little flashes to signal that, I'm here, I'm going to make the move. It was easy. It was a little unfortunate because in places they were making the move, and I was like, oh, please don't make the move here. Please don't make the move here. You're going to waste me time. And that was it. And it was just too late. But yeah, no, it was good. I mean, the GT3 guys were playing fair, and they were aware of what was happening and aware of the slightly earlier braking points of the GT4s and the fact that we couldn't get on the gas quite as good as they could. So all credit to those guys. I mean, they played super fair today. Well, they did for me anyway.
Yeah, it was certainly a good race by a lot of these guys out here, and that's what it takes. I mean, we talked about it a little bit before the race. It just communication is key, and helping somebody get around you instead of just either holding your line or doing anything else, just talking them through what you want them to do just makes it easier for both parties. But either way, good start to the season here. Hour and 45 minutes into this season, and you are the one on top, the one to beat so far. So. What does it look like for the rest of the season for you? Is there any kind of races you're looking forward to? Any of them that you're kind of dreading coming up on the schedule?
No, I'm just going to try and take one at a time. I'm sure that there's some very McLaren unfriendly tracks there because it does. The thing with it is it does feel long. It doesn't want to turn in. You have to sort of manhandle it a bit to make it turn in, but it's got really good drive out. So yeah, on some of the shorter stuff with some of the twistier turns, I think it's gonna favour some of the front engine rear-wheel drive cars because they'll just have a bit more weight over those front tyres and get it to turn in a little more. But then I think that'll probably balance itself out on some of the longer sweeper stuff where the McLaren just seems to. I mean, coming up the long left. There, it just seemed to really hunker down and grip well. So yeah, those swings and roundabouts, I think.
Yeah, it seemed like, at least for me, that the Mercedes was a little bit slower, maybe getting out and up to speed. But then once you got to the top speed, that's where the McLaren or the Mercedes kind of got it back, and I was able to pull back, alongside you or ahead of you, whatever it is on the top speed, but. Certainly, it looks like it's going to be fun. I mean, the GT4s all kind of hung together. If you didn't have any issues, it'd be a nice tight pack. And realistically, I mean, the GT3s, nobody really broke away. Nickerson, kind of had the lead for a while, but it was all you there at the end for the GT4. So congrats once again. And anybody you want to send a shout out to or thanks before we let you go?
All of the guys who are running the series, it's really nice to see some GT cars out there with the core stuff. Loving it. I mean, you know me, I'm a GT guy at heart, but simplicity, race at home, simrig.co.uk. Yourselves for putting the broadcast on, Core Racing League, just everybody. Special shout out to yourself for putting it in the grass. I'd like to thank you for that.
I love you too, buddy.
No, I'm sorry, man. Nobody wants to see you go like that. But I was behind you and I just saw you wander off and I was like, this is good for me. Thank you.
Yeah, a little head scratcher.
I just didn't want to turn. And I could see it clear as day. He just didn't turn.
Not at all.
All
right, well, congrats once again on the win, and hopefully we see some more of it. It was some good battling with you, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, and you, Cole. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So it should be amazing. Looking forward to it.
All right, that was the 50-year GT4 winner here tonight. So, Jimmy, Dylan, why don't you go ahead and start off here with Alex Corver-Robbins, your third place in the GT3s.
Hey, Alex, it's the CRN crew up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I ended up crashing out at the end and was able to watch a little bit of that battle that you and Mason were having there at the end. As you know, it was really close, and then he seemed to just kind of pull away there the last few laps. Did you have like a loose car or something, and just kind of...
No, I had to pit for fuel.
Okay.
I was 1 lap short.
Well, it was a little unfortunate you ended up short on fuel, but I mean, overall, I mean, you know, you finished P3 out of the big GT3 field that we had here tonight for our basically our second season of the core GT stuff. As this time we introduced multi classes. So again, I just wanted to give you a shout out and congratulations on the 3rd place, and really give you that chance to give a shout out to any sponsors or anybody that might have been watching a little bit tonight.
QZ Motorsports, SimLab, got a new rig and VRS pedals, so can't move my legs much now because they're sore as hell, but
we will definitely get you ready for the 24-hour endurance races that Thor likes to run throughout the year.
Well, I'm actually on an esports team, but we'll see about that. But yeah, the race went pretty well. Me and Mason battled all race long. Nick was just a little bit too quick, but he did very well. Shout out to Nick. Mason too for keeping it clean the whole race. And honestly, the GT4s did a very, very good job of holding their line and not messing up too much. Yeah, just thanks to everybody in the broadcasting booth and who put this on every week. It's really fun. So
yeah, it's a little
again, shout out.
the broadcast is a little unconventional, as the CRN crew is racing with you. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of mix it up between the 3 of us, and be different views of the CRN crew driving. But we're gonna try to allow people to do this and, you know, give shout outs and kind of explain their race a little bit as we just wrap up the night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just as a final closing note, thank you, QZ Motorsport. We got a couple, like 4 or 5 guys running this series, and we just work together and figure out strategies and whatnot. So it's pretty good. That's about it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And again, hopefully we'll see you next week.
For sure. Later.
And that was Alex Carver, as he was our 2nd place finisher. And we will go ahead and grab Mason, our 2nd place finisher for the GT3 class. And I'll go ahead and let Dylan go ahead and interview Mason.
Hey, Mason, this is Dylan, Jimmy, and Carl. Who's got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, good 2nd place finish there. I know I kind of scared you and Alex coming to a couple laps ago. I was just trying to run my hardest to try to catch the number 023 and ended up smacking the wall in front of you. But other than that, you and Alex had a good battle up front trying to catch the leader and the eventual winner of the GT3 class of Nick Nickerson. Did you think maybe if you timed the pit stops a little bit better, you could possibly catch Nick Nickerson, or are you just happy and content running P2?
There was no way I could have timed that better, because the fuel and the time was just so tight, so I just had to take full fuel. And I was a bit surprised that Alex didn't take full fuel, if you didn't see that, but yeah, he didn't take full fuel and I did, and yeah, it was pretty close. I'm just happy with the 2nd place, but I won't be happy anymore if Nick keeps winning all the races.
Yeah, I think that's how everybody's looking at it. I mean, everybody's chasing down the number 2 of Nick Nickerson, and I mean, I know you love road course racing. You're normally always up there in the front, doing what you can to keep your car clean and stay ahead of all these guys. And is there like a track that you're looking at that you might not want to be too surprised going to, or are you fine with all the courses on this schedule?
I would say the most difficult one would most definitely be Coda. Yeah, I'd say
couldn't
Coda's
agree
the
more.
most difficult.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That one's definitely gonna be a rough one.
But all the tracks were fine, you know, and I think I just need a little more practice, you know, because a little practice isn't enough.
Well, either way, it was enough to get you a second place here tonight. So it's a good start to the season, and it worked out well. So we'll let you go once you have your thanks and your sponsor shout outs, and then we'll start preparing already for Monza.
Yes, thank you. And well, I thank everyone for coming out here. We had how many cars today?
I think we had about like 18 for the GT3 and 6 for the GT4. So hopefully we'll get some more GT4 guys next week.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. And thank you for the broadcast and for everybody that was watching. You guys awesome.
We appreciate it, and good start to the season. Hopefully you can get one step closer and get that top spot next week at Monza.
All right, thank you.
That was your second place finisher, the 6 of Mason Smith. Looks like Nick Nickerson not in here. Not sure if he got the work call or the wife call. Either way, yeah, or not. Maybe not the wife yet. Not the wife yet. So the soon to be wife. But either way, the call sounds the same. The call sounds the same. But
no.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, final thoughts for me for tonight. Don't look away from the road. It never ends well. Yeah. And it ended up with me luckily getting third place. Thankfully to Jimmy Cover for having the rough ending there. But yeah, it's certainly keep your eyes on the road. And I will say this is it's not the only night race that we have, but the other night race being at Daytona having the lights, you guys will be able to see the cars for the rest of the season. Obviously from Jimmy's point of view, you were seeing anybody that came up and past him or that he came up on, but it'll be nice and bright next week at Monza for the Grand Prix race there.
Yeah, I did whatever I could. I ended up turning up my brightness just a little bit in gamma, so things were a little more visible probably than some of the other drivers if you were in their cockpits, as I was trying to illuminate the area to give the best view possible, not only for myself but for the stream as well. So but I'm gonna have to go back and reset my settings, or my daylight's gonna be all white out. So it's not something I need to keep like that. But anybody that was here, I know I seen about 9 people or so kind of watching, just kind of hanging out. We appreciate it. Just kind of supporting the guys out here that are running. And like I said, it was a little different type of a broadcast, as the CRN crew is trying to enjoy some racing here, but give you a different side, different view, a driver's side view with a little bit of commentating, or maybe not so much commentating, but the couple guys that's kind of shooting the old whatever's happening, shooting the breeze. Yeah, trying to keep my penalty jar down to a minimum here. And but we appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Everybody that comes out every week, and watches and stuff and supports. I know you guys are out there, so obviously hit the like and the sub button if you haven't already. All you need to do is log in just once and hit the sub button. Other than that, you can log back out.
Exactly. It helps us out, and it's if you do stay logged in, it just it notifies you when we're on, and you get to see this great race. These guys put on a great show tonight. Only one full course caution of a possible 2, so that was good. But Dylan, let you have a chance here to give you your final thoughts.
I actually thought the racing was great. Everybody was calm, cool, collected. No dive bobbing here and there. Obviously, throughout the race, Carl, you got stuck 3 wide with GT3s on either side of you, and you just had to keep your wheel as tight as you could. And then, another CRN broadcaster by the name of Dylan decided to have to tow and bring out the only caution of the race.
There's always that guy.
There's always got to be that guy. It's first time ever running the GT cars for a league.
The next time you want to wreck out of a race, make sure you're the one broadcasting. That way you can adjust the cameras.
See, I can't do that, Jimmy. I can't do that. But the only track that I'm really not looking forward to is Red Bull Ring.
Well, that's a fun one.
I don't know why.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it'll grow on you, because it's a nice flowy track, and it's once you understand how you got to drive it, it's a fun track. But that is going to do it for the threesome here with only one person seeing the checker flag out there. Hopefully we can try and do that a little better for you next week.
This is like a 3-hour podcast from us.
Yeah, a little bit. But, yep, that's going to do it here from Watkins Glen. Next week is going to be Monza. But in the meantime, we got tomorrow night, we got the championship race for the Truck Series. Wednesday night, we got some more ECRC action. Thursday, we got the Vintage Cup Series, and Sunday, we got the Premier Series. So make sure you stick around for everything that CRN has to offer. That's going to do it for myself, Jimmy, and Dylan here. We'll see you at the track.
Peace.